we were approaching this bend, so about here you cannot see the road around the right anymore, so the road is bending, and you've not taken up a good position, and you've not also seen the car that's coming. So if I show you here, you just see a car coming from there, and you'll see it in between these two cars as well. You see it there, that's it. Now at this point you should be moving into the gap on your left here, okay, to make way for that car. So we need to keep left because it's our normal driving position. Even if you don't see that car, you should be keeping left anyway, expecting a car to be coming. But you haven't done that, and then we've had a near collision unless they stopped, because you've not gone out of the way to the left. So you should really see that car coming through the other cars. Okay, then we've approached the situation with this motorbike parked there and an oncoming car, and these cars are stationary waiting in traffic. Now if you move to your right early enough, then you can go past this motorbike. So you got to get your position from here more there, and that way you can go through this gap easily. But if you wait for the last moment to go that way, remember we talked about it, the width that you need is a lot bigger, so you should get into a position more early. So you see you're still behind the motorbike, you're still behind the motorbike. At this point, to come out, you need a lot of space to make it past here without interfering with this car and not hitting the motorbike. And that's why I've kind of stopped you there, because you would have hit that motorbike's tire. That tire there, you would have hit that tire. So I had to stop you there. So get into position to go past the parked motorbike more earlier, so you're not taking up much space width-wise. Here we were taking the second road on your right. So this is the first one, and we're taking that second one there. And the road marking tells you to use the middle lane, and this is where you turn right for the first right, and the second right will be further over there. But you'll see you've not followed the road marking, and you've cut across the oncoming lane. So you need to follow now this way and go and turn right from here. But you've cut across this way, and you've spent a long time in this part of the lane, and if a car comes that way, you're spending a long time there. And then when you turn, you've also cut across that middle line, which is not a good idea to make a habit of. So just follow the road marking there. At this traffic light, we was turning right, and the vehicle in front was also turning right. Now the first car wanted to go around you, which is fine, and then we had to wait for the second car as well. Now you see that car coming now. By the time you turned, you ended up slowing them down. So here, they have priority to go around you as well, but you've cut across them, forcing them to slow down. So you've got to wait for them as well. We were turning right at this roundabout for Chelmsford A12. And as we approached the roundabout, the light just went to amber as we were approaching it. Now, because the light's gone to amber, don't go slowly coming up this way, because eventually these cars are going to start coming. So if you've just made it past when the light's amber, then get across and get as far as you can before these cars start coming. But you kind of slowly laboured through, and then the other side's cars started coming, and one car came really fast, and then I had to brake a little bit there. So just, if you're going to make it through right at the last moment, then make sure you go a bit quicker. And then we followed our lane, we spiraled out to the left here, and then at this point you didn't keep in your lane. So your lane is from this line and this line. Okay. So now your lane is from this line and this line. So that's your lane there. So here, when the light changed, you've kind of gone over two lanes. You straddled into that lane. You can see you just straddled into that lane, but you weren't checking the mirror. There's a lot of cars using the other lane, and the fault is that you haven't checked the mirror when you moved into the other lane a little bit. And now you're fully in that lane. And then I think you also, without checking, you come back to the left lane. Yeah, so you're not checking the mirror to see who could be beside you when changing lane. If the other lane is quite busy, you cannot change lanes. It's not safe. Okay, now here I told you we're going to take a right turn at the second set of traffic lights, but you didn't do anything after I said that. Now when you're told which way you're going to go, use that as a hint to get into the correct position. So after you know you're going to turn right, change lanes, move into the right hand lane. So then I kind of warned you that we're approaching the end of the road, you should try and move into the right hand lane. And then you go into the right hand lane here, and then further on you need to now be as far right as possible. So use this slip road to go and turn right. But then I kind of prompted you to move into that lane as well. So you have to be furthest to the right to be able to turn right.